Hi, in this video let's try to learn about inline versus external JavaScript. So I'm having a very basic HTML file here. There is nothing complex in this, just HTML head and body tags. So what I'm going to create here is something similar to this, what you are seeing right now. If I refresh, you'll see that nothing is there in that page. So I want to create a form tag, and inside that I want to create a label and an input text field and also an submit button. So for that I'm using Emmet extension in the brackets. So you want to press Command Shift A to be able to see what you are seeing right now here. That is enter abbreviation, where you can enter the short form. So I want to create a div with a div ID of 1, and inside that I want to create a form ID with the form ID 1, and inside that I want to create a label, and I want to have the label text as enter user name. I have to close that. You don't need to have brackets for that. And after that I want to have an input box where I can enter the numbers. So I'll just say that I want to have input box with the ID IP ID 1, because I want to create another input box but with this value of with type of submit. So right now I'm fine with this. I want to create another uh, input, but this time I will say I have to have um, I'll say the type should be of submit, and I'll say I want to create an ID of IP ID 2. Okay, so that is all that I wanted to create for now, and let me remove this. I don't need to end this here, so I'm just copying here and I paste here, and when I refresh here you see that I get this. If I click anything here, the submit button, nothing happens. Okay, so if you have already installed the Beautify extension, then if you are on the Mac, just press Ctrl Shift L and it will format beautifully for you. So right now this is the text that we have, and I'm going to explain you with the inline JavaScript followed by external JavaScript. Okay, so to work with inline JavaScript is nothing but embedding your JavaScript code inside your HTML form or HTML forms. Okay, so the way that you do is that you add script tag. Don't worry about everything that we are going to going through in this video. I'll be explaining you what exactly are all these things in the coming videos. This video is for you to understand only about the inline versus external JavaScript file. So just give type and give text JavaScript. All right, and inside this what I'm going to do is that when you click on this submit button after entering this field, I mean any number, when you click on this submit button, I want to show the user whether he has entered either a even number or an odd number. Okay, so to do that, the way that we can do is that first whatever the user has entered in this field, I want to capture that in a variable, and in JavaScript you can do that with var. Okay, it can be any variable, it can be a number, it can be a string, it can be boolean, anything. You can capture that in var, and I'm going to give the variable name as a number. And the way that I can capture this is that I can use the document and get element by ID, and whatever the ID that this is having, what is this having, it is having the ID as IP ID 1. Okay, so I'm going to enter that, and inside that whatever the value that we are going to enter. Okay, so I'm going to get the value. So this is how you get the value whatever the user enters here. Once I get the value here, I want to check the condition. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'll say if um, number modulus 2 double equals 0, which means that if the reminder is 0, I'm going to just alert the user saying that the number you entered. Okay, I'm going to say what is the number that he has entered, so I'll just pass the number also, and I'll say is a even number. Okay, or else I'm just saying for simplicity's sake, I'm just saying that um, or else the number that you have entered, just give me a second. Okay, entered number is a odd number. See, you can say that if I do not give anything and click on submit, it will still take this one. Okay, but we are not doing any coding or something like that here. I just want to explain you about inline versus external JavaScript in this tutorial. All right, so right now if I refresh this, okay, you see that the number you entered is you're not getting anything. But if I try to enter 2 and submit, okay, hold on a second. All right, uh, I have done a little mistake here. um, so what I have to do is that after clicking on this, this code should be generated, right? So for that you have to say on click equal and you have to give some name. I am giving is even or odd number. Okay, and I'm going to wrap this code inside a function, and that is, I'll just copy and paste because I'm not good at typing. So I'll just say okay, and I'm going to end this like this. Okay, now if I try to refresh, you see that you are not going getting that pop-up. Now if I click submit, the number you have entered is a even number. Okay, all right, if I enter some 4 here, or let me enter 3 here, you see that the number you have entered is an odd number because the reminder is 0. So this is how the inline JavaScript works. And for you to explain the external JavaScript, it's very easy. All that you have to do is that instead of this script tag, I have created another file here with the name basics of javascript.js. So all that you have to do is that place those functions over here in this file. Make sure that you do not copy or you do not start with the very first line as script. Okay, it will not recognize. So now that you have placed that file in an external JavaScript file ending with .js extension, you have to map that. Okay, the way that you map that is that you just give here, this is the file that I have entered. Okay, so now you can see that we do not have any JavaScript in this HTML file, and if I refresh this and let's say I enter 6 here and submit, you see that the number you entered is a even number. So this is taking the reference of the external JavaScript. So that is the difference between inline and external JavaScript. Now to explain you which one would be preferable, I would always suggest to go with external JavaScript. The reason is that tomorrow if you want to use the same JavaScript code in another HTML file, it will be easy for you. You just have to refer this. Okay, rather than doing again and again, you can just refer to that. Okay, and the second thing is that the performance wise, this particular external JavaScript file is a lot better compared to the inline. Okay, the reason is that every time when you publish this particular page and some user opens this page, if it is inline JavaScript code, every time it has to get cached up. Okay, but if it is an external JavaScript file, it will be cached once and it can be used multiple times. So that is all about inline versus external JavaScript file. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave in comments, and any suggestions that you have, please let me know. Thank you.